What is going on, YouTubers? This is Bach the Rock, and today, guys, if you read the title, yes, I am doing a throwback story from my old job. The backstory is I'm gonna tell you guys is about the time I got pretty much BM'd about a game console. So let me get the thing situated, and then I will. There we go. All right, guys. So, like I said, this is the time I got B-mail or blackmailed at my job about a game console, and then I'm just gonna put the cards on the table. So it was back. It was back when I was at my old job for a while. It was either 2020 to 2021 or 2021 to 2022 or 2022 to 2023. I don't remember the exact years it was in between. I went into work one day, and right when I was getting parked for work, I saw a beat up trailer. And the trailer was like really beat up. Like it had like a mixture of colors, like red, brown, and looked beaten up. It just gave me an odd feeling or bad gut intuition. So I saw the thing. I was going into work to start my shift, and I said something to somebody about it that it just seemed off and it just seemed fishy, so they needed to check it out. So, I said something, went through my shift, and when I got off shift, it was still at the same spot. So I go back the next day, still see it, got off work, still saw it. This happened for 4 days and I brought it up for 4 days in a row about the trailer. And finally, one of my friends from a different department went to check it out. So in my brain, I'm sitting there saying, okay, so they haven't checked it out when I brought it up, but after bringing it up 4 times, doing it the one time I checked it out, they finally pulled the silver suppository out of their derrieres and went to check it out. So my one friend who happened to be on the team that went to check it out went in, took pictures, looked at everything, and he came in. He pulled me aside and talked to me in private. And he even showed me pictures of the trailer. And guys, let me tell you, the way this trailer was, it definitely looked like something was fishy. And to explain how the trailer was, apparently it had a bunch of used items on the floor. It had like I can't remember if it was like a cardboard box or toolboxes, but it had toolboxes of stuff, and there were several like fake credit cards, fake IDs all over around. There was a busted air mattress and a boxed PlayStation 3. Now, the funny thing was, I couldn't understand it, and the only thing I'm thinking is like, okay, there could be two possibilities for that scenario. Possible scenario one, they could have been runaways. Like people who run away from someone, find a place to stay so they could keep coping steady, got found out, and then abandoned the trailer and then just took off. Or could have been worse. I don't know. I mean, if you guys see mafia movies, you would think the worst scenarios, but anyway, so yeah. So after my friend talked to me about that, he pretty much got the PS3 from the trailer, and he pretty much did some tests on it. Now, here was the problem. The problem was I had to wait 3 months. I didn't know about that part yet. So my friend told me to wait a little while, and then he would check it. Once he checked it, then make sure there was nothing wrong with it. You know. So I work my shift. I do everything, and we're pretty much trying to figure everything out, like about the trailer, about because it kept biting in the back of my head even during the shifts. Well, anyway, so 2 months later, I went to talk to somebody about the game console, and I asked them if it was left abandoned and the time frame of the abandonment kind of thing is up, if I could have it. They were on me like, nope, unless and pretty, they said nope, or I kept getting different answers. Like one person said nope, one person said this, one person said that. So basically, it was like a DMV line. Like if you're in one line at the DMV and you get someone who doesn't like you, they'll jump you to another line. I had a buddy who went through that, so So basically, I talked to a buddy of mine, and that we used to work as a dispatch, and I talked to another buddy of mine who used to be an officer, and they even said that if there are some stores or some companies that are like a police station, if there is an abandoned item and you have to wait 90 days for someone to try to claim that item, if they don't claim that item and nobody else asks for it, ask for it. That's what they told me to do, which, So I went through the proper channels. I did all that stuff. So after the 3 months, I asked for it, and they kept jumping me around. So what ended up happening was I had to wait the next day, talk to somebody, and they did the same thing. Jump me around, like I was like a chess piece on a board. Well, finally, I kept going through the process. I talked to somebody, they jumped me around until finally someone said, okay, you know what, dude? You went through the proper channels. You did what you had to do, So they went ahead and gave it to me. At the time, the person in charge of the group that my friend that gave it to me was on vacation. So when he was on vacation, he finds out about it when he gets back, and he starts bringing it up while I'm around work. And you know what that hints, guys? That hints the poison dart of blackmail starting. So, and here's what I mean. So, I'll do something on my job, like either whether it would be helping a customer or cleaning something up, and then the coach that came back from vacation comes up by me and says, hey, how's your gaming? And I could tell infinitely that he emphasizes on the word gaming and stuff like that. So I literally was about to lose it. I mean, he'd done this for a while because he thinks if he puts enough heavy burden on me that I would just bring the thing back. Well, the thing was, guys, I was short on cash, and it was the holiday season that was going to be coming up, and I got it for my nieces and nephews. So, it wasn't for me. It was for my nieces and nephews, and I politely just wanted to tell them to bug off. Okay? But I didn't. Instead, I was a bigger man. I kept trying to, brush it off, keep doing my job, doing all that stuff. Well, finally, and this is the funny part. So one day, after a few hours, I was already stressed out. I was cleaning. I was doing all that stuff. And finally, he brought it up again. So finally, I looked at him and I said, okay, dude, what do you want? And he looked at me like, what do you mean? I was like, you emphasize on something. I already know what you're trying to do. What do you want? So finally, he brought it up again. And I told him, I was like, look, dude, I already shipped it to my nieces and nephews. It's already gone. If you're going to keep getting on my back about it, when my next paycheck comes, I'll give you $60 if it'll shut you up. So he looked at me like a shock, like because he's thinking I'm trying to bribe him to just shut up and leave me, But no, it's like if someone's dropping subtle hints, like if you got one of those people that keep dropping sudden hints, like they know they want you, they're trying to provoke you on something because they either want you to do a stupid move or they want you to try to do, or they want you to do something stupid. So finally, I looked at him and I was like, look, what do you want? Because I am trying to work, I'm trying to do my job, and you are not helping my situation. So finally, he decided, after I offered up some cash, telling him if I paid him about it, would he leave me alone? He decided to play the devil's advocate. He made me an offer to where if I came into work for 3 days in a row, he would just drop it. Well, I thought that would be easy because it would get him to leave me alone. It would get him to get him off my back, So I thought, you know what? I'll take the deal. So, and this is the upcoming part that really honked my nerves. So I took the deal. I came into work 2 days in a row, no complaints. Pretty much had everything going on. Well, lastly, my last day of the deal was I was getting ready for work when I got a text message from my family. Apparently, somebody in my family got hurt, so I tried to call off. Yeah. Well, here's what happened. The person that made the deal was in the same room as the person taking the phone call. And instead of talking on the phone like a normal person, the person that was using the phone line was doing paperwork, so they used the speaker. So he overheard me, and then he brought up the deal, which, so I had to text. I had to text my family and tell them, hey, can't make it. You're just going to have to keep me in the loop via phone line. So, I was miffed about that. And here's the stupid thing. Here's the stupid thing that happened. So while I was busting my chops at my job, he decided to try to get up in my grill about it. He brought up, so you tried to call off today. And I literally was, at the time I was cleaning, I literally was just trying to walk past him, do my job. Well, finally he was like, he was trying to play the command card. So finally I turned around, and guys, I will tell you this part what happened. In my mind, I was about to go off like one of the biggest anime battles in history. Now, before I continue, think of any anime battle. We're talking Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. Every one of those battles was playing in my head, and I thought I wanted to lose it. But I knew what he was trying to do. So what I ended up doing was I walked away. So when after I walked away, I got through my shift. I got a text message from my family about everything. And it turns out the person in my family that got hurt was doing A-okay. So that was a good thing. But like I said, I was really trying my best to not put myself in a dangerous situation. But you know the old saying, guys, karma. What goes around comes around. So when karma gets him like a house of cards, that's his problem, not mine. So that's it about the throwback story, guys. If I have any more, I'll probably post it up. And like I said, this is under the First Amendment right, which means I have a right to bring it into light. So anyway, I'm going to get off here to give myself a little bit of a breather since I already did 2 videos today. I hope you guys will tune in if I do any more vids. I will try to start doing, and this is another thing, guys. I'm sorry I keep stuttering like Porky Pig. I will try to do more vids. I will try to see if I can get any more plans for collabs, or why did I say collabs? Collabs, try to get more stuff going and try to do what I can do. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to get off here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Have a good day. Have a good night, because I got to go. This is Bach the Rock signing out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day.